Who, what, when, where, and why. These are the 5 basic W's to creating the story for your manga. And the first W is always who. Characters are the heart and soul of any story. Beyond your male lead or female lead, you also want to think about the people that surround them.
You boys are the homosexual supporting cast.
According to our mentor, Rena Saya, who has over 20 years of pro mangaka experience, if you want to create unique characters, it's best to create them as a group. That way, you can better visualize the overall look of your cast and make sure no 2 characters look alike or are too similar. Think of Hinata from Haikyuu and the whole Kurasuno volleyball team, or Eren Yeager and the whole Survey Corps. You get a unique cast of different characters. Your story becomes so much more exciting because you have a mix of personalities and visual character designs that complement each other and resound with different audiences. If you want to learn how to create the best lineup of characters for your manga story, then make sure to stick around until the end. In this video, we'll share some lessons and pro tips from our mentors, pro-Japanese mangakas Naoyazawa and Rena Saya. Our mentors have over 50 years of pro-mangaka experience, and together, we've helped over 200 artists feel more confident creating their own original illustrations and designing their own original characters. The most exciting part is that we're relaunching our drawing program to help you produce your first one-shot manga. You learn not only how to design your cast of original characters, but also more advanced drawing and manga topics like backgrounds, perspectives, inking, shading, storyboarding, paneling, and visual storytelling. You'll be working with pro mangakas live during Zoom sessions, and you'll be together with a community of aspiring mangakas just like you. If you've always wanted to bring your manga to life and you're ready to commit and make this happen, then we invite you to book a consultation call with us. We're going to be very selective with whom we work with, so please make sure to fill out the application form properly. Think you have what it takes? You can book a consultation call with us through the link in the description. Now, I know you're excited to start designing your group of characters, but there are actually a few things you need to decide on first before we even get there. When you're making a manga, it's important to first identify your target audience. A lot of beginners just create whatever they like without even thinking about this. When I ask aspiring mangakas, what kind of message do you want to convey with your manga? I get this type of response way too often.
I came up with this really cool story and I want to put it on paper. I'm sure there are people out there who'd like this too.
This might be hard to hear, but just because you like it doesn't mean other people are gonna like it too. If your goal is to just create a manga for yourself, then you can skip this step. But if you're serious about actually getting people interested in your story, growing a fan base, and getting a shot at making money from your manga, then you have to know who you're creating this for in the first place. In the world of manga, there are 5 main demographics. Shonen, targeting young boys aged 12 to 18. Shoujo, targeting young girls aged 12 to 18. Seinen, manga targeting adult men that's 18 years old and above. Josei, that's targeting women aged 18 years old and above. And Kodomo Muke, targeting children that are 12 years old and below. Once you pick your audience, you'll have a better idea as to what kind of story or characters would actually appeal to them. Just look at all the shonen manga out there. All the main characters are usually teenage boys. Why? It's because they become so much more relatable to their target audience. Did you know that Masashi Kishimoto, the creator of Naruto, struggled with his manga style during his younger years? He wanted to be published in Shonen Jump, but realized that a lot of his works were more similar to seinen manga. He had to adjust his style so it would appeal to a younger audience. And look how that turned out for him. Naruto is one of the most popular manga in the world. Getting clear on his target demographic early on really helped propel Kishimoto-sensei on the road to success. Once you've recognized your readers, the next step is simple. deciding the genre of your story. Imagine if a character like Saitama were to be the main character of Kimi ni Todoke or Kamisama Kisu. I mean, sure, it'd become a totally different and pretty hilarious story, but it wouldn't make total sense, right?
そうか。
You see, each genre has its own set of tropes and themes. It influences the overall plot and conflict of your story, which in turn impacts your character design, both visually and personality-wise. I mean, when you hear the word shonen, what comes to mind? Action and adventure, justice, friendship, loyalty, rivalry with your best friend, main character who never gives up. And what about visual influences? Spiky hair, crazy-looking antagonists, some kind of hero costume. By default, shonen becomes almost synonymous to action and adventure types of stories. But you also have sports manga like Slam Dunk or Kuroko no Basket. The genre might be different, but the themes of friendship and loyalty, an MC with an impeachable character, and their rival/best friend are usually still present. And what about shoujo? You think romance, high school life, personal growth, female lead who's shy and quiet, handsome male lead who's outgoing and popular, second male lead who's a nice guy bound to get his heart broken. If you go with the magic girl genre, then you gotta have a group of girls that transform into these cool outfits. Each person also needs to have their own assigned signature color. You still got your romance, but you need more than an ex-girlfriend to be the main antagonist. There has to be some kind of good versus evil storyline with the bad guy actually out to wreak havoc in the world. Ultimately, your genre sets the expectations and entire vibe of your ensemble of characters. When you start creating your cast of OCs, make sure you closely study the typical roles for your chosen genre first. There's a recipe for each genre, and they're there for a reason. They work. Use the wisdom of these great mangakas that came before you so you can also set yourself up for success. Now that you have your target audience and genre decided, we move on to planning your story and characters. In our previous video, we discussed the two ways you can approach your story, plot-driven or character-driven. In plot-driven stories, characters are designed to fit the plot. In character-driven stories, everything revolves around the main character. Whichever direction comes first, you still need to brainstorm and visualize your set of characters. As we mentioned before, designing your OCs isn't just about creating the visuals or drawing the best looking character. It's about creating a person that someone could relate to. Think about your character's personalities, roles in the story, relationships, and any unique traits or features they might have. If you want more in-depth tips on this, make sure to check out our previous video. We'll put the link in the description. When you create your lineup of characters, they've got to have some kind of chemistry in their personalities. You also want clear contrast in their visual design. There are two ways you can approach this. First, you get their visual design to clearly reflect their personalities. For example, Naruto is an underdog with a sad past but has a bright and mischievous personality. You can just feel his optimism from his happy grin and bright colors. Sasuke, on the other hand, as Naruto's rival/best friend, is the cool, powerful overachiever who's super serious and out for revenge. He never smiles, and his character design always uses darker colors. Naruto and Sasuke both have pretty straightforward visual designs that clearly reflect their personalities. The second approach to your visual design is creating a contrast that readers would not expect. Let's use Levi Ackerman from Attack on Titan as an example. He's dubbed as humanity's strongest soldier in the series, and he doesn't have to turn into a Titan to get the job done. His skill level might be way up there, but look at his height. He's actually pretty short. A bit ironic for someone who's the best Titan killer, right? Well, you can't have it all. You can create these twists in your visual design or even your characters' personalities to make your OCs more unique and interesting. We definitely recommend using both visual design approaches so you can create a memorable gang of characters. The bigger problem is that it's easier said than done. Have you heard of the same face syndrome? This is such a common issue that most beginner artists struggle with. You draw one face, but you can't seem to stop drawing the same face over and over again, no matter how hard you try. This is something we talk about a bit in one of our previous videos. If you'd like to learn more on how to avoid this, we'll put the link in the description. The good news is that creating your characters as a set earlier on makes it easier to avoid any of them looking the same. We recommend creating your story's main character first. Like a car needs an engine, your manga story should already have your main character from the very beginning, or the story isn't going anywhere. Once you've fully developed your main protagonist, you can develop the rest of your supporting characters. You can compare your supporting characters against the main character and against each other as you go. You can start to see what aspects of their design or personalities you need to modify to fit your plot's needs. Beyond just having different faces, you also want your characters to have varying body types and unique visual features. Just look at how crazy One Piece characters look. Eiichiro Oda, the creator, was not scared to play around and make such a diverse cast. What Oda-sensei did is actually much harder than it looks. Humans are naturally attracted to all things beautiful, so you might always end up drawing someone who looks like your ideal type. You have to make a conscious choice to diversify how your characters look. Here's a tip. When you practice drawing, make sure to use references of different kinds of people. People who are skinny, muscular, chubby, tall, short, young, old, fair-skinned, dark-skinned, you name it. When we work with our students, we make sure they get to experience this. Honestly, it's been pretty fun because they get to practice creating characters inspired by people they know in real life. And we all know that real people come in all shapes and sizes. The more you can develop a visual library of different features, the more you can create a wide variety of unique-looking characters for your manga. You might even end up creating supporting characters that your audience loves more than your MC. Ever heard of the second lead syndrome? It's when you start to ship the main character with the second lead, or when you like the secondary character more than your MC. Think Yuki Soma from Fruits Basket, Sua Hiroto from Orange, or one of the most popular best girls ever, Rem from Re:Zero. Another great example of a secondary character outshining the MC is Gojo Satoru from Jujutsu Kaisen. He's easily one of the most beloved manga characters ever. Different characters can stand for different ideals with different backstories, and that's what makes them so compelling. It would be so boring if all your characters agreed on the same thing or looked super similar to each other. We've shared some crucial steps to create an exciting cast of manga characters for your story. Let us know what you learned in the comments. Or if you have another opinion, feel free to share as well. If you want to learn how to further develop your own OCs, you can sign up to our free manga character design training. We'll put the link in the description. In the meantime, here's another video from our channel that you might enjoy.